Before we get started in the video, I just want to say that this was a very difficult video for me to make, but I felt like it had to be done, and it is disturbing, so trigger warning ahead of time. Today we're going to be talking about an orphanage that has allegedly been abusing children and is under investigation for doing so. Specifically though, we're going to be talking about baby Totu. Now for age restriction reasons, I'm not going to be showing her face. I'm going to be blurring everything out that involves children and things of that nature. There's a lot on baby Totu that is coming to light, and it's a lot to take in, really. There's some disturbing things. Now you can go on YouTube and look up videos about child abuse and how children react to their environment according to if they have been abused versus non-abused. And it's a startling resemblance to the children that are at the orphanage. There's a video of baby Totu where it looks like she has the long yard stare and she's just staring off into nothingness. There's videos of baby Totu where she clearly looks very healthy once she comes to the orphanage, and then just weeks later she loses all of her hair, and they seem to have trained her with a motion that when they do the motion, it's like this or something of that nature. She opens her mouth in a very, very bad or very weird way. Like it seems like it's kind of, and that's only because it seems like they're conditioning her to put things in her mouth. And I can only think of one reason why they would do that. It's just weird to see. Apparently, they trained her to leave her mouth open so she could breathe better because she has lung issues. But one of the things I've come across when looking at all of this is that apparently she has a lot of health problems, but never been diagnosed by a doctor. Now, after doing a lot of research on this, in my opinion, it does feel like they are 100% exploiting this child and using her as content at a young age, which breaks my heart. And this is just one of the dark sides that comes from social media. But one good thing about social media is that we can become aware of these type of things and try to put a stop to it. Now, there is a petition for Totu, and it says that she is in danger after online sleuths found videos of her being passed between pedophiles for money. Totu is the victim of a disturbing situation. She was left in the care of a former owner/operator of the orphanage that was shut down in the past due to causes of child. The former owner, who is currently guardian of Totu, started posting videos on her social media asking her followers for donations. This drew the attention of several online sleuths on TikTok who noticed that many of Totu's fans were grown men with unhealthy fascinations with young girls. This led to a trio of men making the 6-hour journey from, I can't pronounce that, to Baku to spend time with Totu. The videos and pictures online suggest that Totu is not in good health. She appears frail with lifeless eyes and hair loss. Caregivers claim that she has a host of unmanaged maladies, including epilepsy, breathing issues, myopathy, which can cause lethargy, tremors, muscle cramps, and stiffness, though there is no medical proof of such claims. Totu has been trained to entertain viewers by dancing, singing, and smiling to show proof that she is in good care and environment. However, the caregivers have been seen milling about in the background, pinching the little girl to get her to act right while the child is in utter pain. Totu is being passed around to strangers, specifically older men, to hug and kiss her. In the footage, bruises have been seen up and down her legs, which have been attributed to falls caused by her ongoing battle with myopathy. It has been noted that she has marks resembling cigarette burns on her extremities. The situation in which Totu finds herself is distressing, to say the least. The fact that men are making 6-hour journeys from another country to spend time with her is alarming. This is clear indication that something is not right. With each video posted, Totu's physical decline is evident, and it appears her health is deteriorating. This is not the time to sit idly by, but to take immediate action and ensure Totu protected and receive the care she desperately needs. And I have seen videos where it does seem like they do have bruising and cigarette burns on not just Totu, but many of the children living there. I did see the video where the men allegedly traveled 6 hours. It seemed like a bunch of random men in a room and they were taking turns holding her. It was very weird. A video of Totu became viral because she was giving a 1,000-yard stare, which, if you don't know what a 1,000-yard stare is, it is a phrase often used to describe the blank, unfocused gaze combatants who have become emotionally detached from physical trauma around them. It's sometimes used more generally to describe the look of dissociation among victims and other types of trauma. The stare she was giving was alarming a lot of people that seen it, and people began to pay more attention to her. Totu and her mother were staying in an orphanage, but after receiving complaints that children were being starved and beaten in the facility, authorities moved in and shut the operation down. But for whatever reason, the mother and Totu stayed, and the mother allegedly got tired of the situation and left her daughter there. She left her daughter in the care of the owner of the facility, and this is when the owner started taking advantage of the situation and using Totu as a dollar sign, using her for profit, using her to make money on TikTok. She would go live on TikTok and ask people for donations, and as it progressed, Totu started to look worse and worse, almost like they were trying to make her look bad in order to get more money from the followers, or maybe it was just because of their habits at the orphanage where they just kept abusing and in the way they treated her. And then it gets even weirder whenever you come across videos of the men that are visiting these orphanages. From what I gathered from all the videos, it seems like there is some weird things going on with men coming and seeing the children and touching them in inappropriate ways. And then as you can see here, this man grabbing his in a room full of kids. And this says instant fear when the man sits next to him. And then this man is over here touching and rubbing this kid's cheek. And the more I keep looking into this, the more I come across just weird, creepy videos of men holding young children, girls mainly, of them just kind of like dancing with them and staring deeply into their eyes. It's really creepy. I don't know if this is a culture thing. I did read that somewhere, but if that's a culture thing, that's a little weird for me. This next lady talking does a good job describing how Totu looks.
Hi, child advocates. I want you to take a look at this photo. Totu, I believe, was just violated. She's got that 1,000-yard stare as she did in the pink tracksuit. Most importantly, I need you to notice the discoloration above her top lip and in between the bottom of her nose, and also a bruise on the bottom of her lower lip. Her mouth must have been so outstretched and so bruised with something that was so abrasive going in her mouth, I don't even need to say anymore. This picture tells us everything we need to know.
Well, watching that just sent chills all over my body. Holy shit. Now, I'm not going to show the face, but it's really sad, man. It really is. There's a video here, and I'm not going to be able to show the face, but there's a video here where you can see where this lady is pinching her leg to keep her awake. And if you could see her face, you would see that she is falling asleep. Like they're trying to keep her awake for something, or possibly allegedly drugged. And it seems like maybe they're overworking her for content to try to make money. And you can see where she's like physically trying to push her hand away because she keeps pinching her as she falls asleep. There even seems to be a TikTok where it's revealing that they are in some private lounge where she's going to possibly allegedly meet a man or someone. And allegedly she goes to the hospital immediately after. And a creator that goes by Conspiracy Barbie that has been covering this topic intensely has lost her TikTok account that had like 500,000 followers for talking about this. Apparently another creator called her out and started throwing a lot of accusations and saying that she was lying and all this stuff. And it got her account taken down. Now, Conspiracy Barbie thinks it was done because they're trying to take pressure off the shelter. Maybe they could have hired somebody to do that. Now, a hacker that specifies in finding P words and exposing them reached out to Conspiracy Barbie and showed her this.
I went on the dark web and looked up Totu on the index in the database, and over 6,000 results came up. I wouldn't even know how to begin to fake this, so I'm just showing you. It's a real person who sent me this, and they do this for a living. It's a non-profit organization that monitors the dark web and exposes P-words.
The message say between her and the hacker that there were 6,000 searches for just the search Totu, the baby. So if this is true, then that means that, well, I think you know what that means. I don't really want to explain it.
Do y'all remember this fucking fool? Yeah, the one who made the sausage billboard of Totu, and when I told him that it was inappropriate, he sent a laughing emoji. Anyway, have you guys seen what he's posting now? Memories never die. But Totu might. Okay, so you were here on this video where she looks like she's been brutally assaulted. Oh, and you put a heart right there.
When it comes to people that are doing things they shouldn't be doing, they always leave signs, little hints that they are doing it. And I do feel like that could be like a subtle little hint that he is a P word.
Called him out for always asking for donations and then living this ridiculous flashy lifestyle. And he goes, research who I am. You don't even know anything. And I realized I never did. So I did now. He owns the sausage company. And he also owns Panda Kids, which happens to be 4 minutes away from the shelter. And both the shelter and Panda Kids are off of major highways and next to the only 2 airports. Okay, so this is Azerbaijan. Here is Sevgi Evi, conveniently right next to the Research Institute of Lung Disorders, which they claim Totu has had since birth. It's also off Bashi Road. Interesting. Well, now we know why he was handing out pandas to little girls and doing slow-mo of them.
They are conveniently set up in a situation to where they can attract kids and hold kids if they need to, and also ship them very easily if they need to. And it all seems like too much of a coincidence to me, especially with all the warning signs that are being shown here. And it's crazy that it's just happening right in front of us. Now, there's a lot more to this that I did not cover, but I just wanted to get what I could out there to you guys and show you what was happening here. You can form your own opinions on it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you're interested in supporting more videos like this, check out my Patreon down below. We have a goal of 20. We're at 7 out of 20 right now, I believe. And if you ever want to catch me live, you can check me out on Facebook. And if you ever want to catch me live, I'm live on Facebook at 6 p.m. EST every single day. The link is in the description down below, as well as my Discord if you want to join the Discord. I'll see you guys in the next one.
You're a love criminal.